All right, welcome here to Stevens Point, Gerke Park here in Stevens Point. Pacelli Cardinals tonight hosting CWC small conference rival Abbotsford. The Falcons come in here tonight. Have our Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. And on Schofield Avenue in Weston, no matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. So, Auto Select here, doing our Auto Select pregame show again. Abbotsford coming in here with an overall record of 3-0. They are 1-0 in conference. They had a very impressive 13-7 victory last Friday over Iola Scandinavia. Had a chance to call the Iola Scandinavia game in the very first week over in Iola Scandinavia, where they beat Shiocton fairly handily. Pacelli, on the other hand, comes in here with an overall record of 1-1. They are 1-0 in conference. They picked up a victory last Friday over at South Wood County Stadium in Wisconsin Rapids, 41-20 over Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. Just want to remind everybody that you can view the football rankings on ZaleskiSports.com/VIP. Check out all the local rankings for your teams. Abbotsford comes in here through the Zaleski Sports rankings, ranked number 6 in Division 6. And as we mentioned, a 3-0 overall record. Head coached by Jake Knappmiller. Abbotsford playing some very solid football this year. Certainly early goings. They're part of this newly realigned CWC conference, small conference. A couple of newcomers in that conference, the likes of Edgar and Auburndale, and certainly teams like Iola Scandinavia, Pacelli, Rosholt, Pittsville, and Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. Again, our Auto Select pregame show tonight. Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. We'll be underway here momentarily here, just a few minutes here before 7 o'clock here. Again, Pacelli's second home game here. They have a total of 4 home games out here at Gerke. They will be back out here next Friday, where they will be hosting Thunderbirds of Iola Scandinavia. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school football tonight. Pacelli football brought to you by the Hoff Favor Realty Group on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Please rise. Lord, we ask for your guidance and blessing on tonight's game, the players, coaching staffs, officials, and fans. Help us to be humble in victory, gracious in defeat, and remember that all of our abilities are a gift from you. And when the game is done, grant safe travel home to all. In your name, amen. We ask you to please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Andrew, how much time is left? Okay. We're going to be pretty close. I'll let you know if we need to cut it off. Probably we'll come straight back out, not do a commercial at the end, okay? Thanks.
All right, we are back here. Welcome again here to Gerke Park here in Stevens Point. Zaleski Sports on the call here tonight. Brandon Baroncut along with Braden Sutter tonight here. We'll get our starting lineups here from both squads tonight. We'll get our 6 seniors announced first here. Senior Melise Badoon wearing number 1 here tonight. Isaiah Rouse Garcia, the 5'11 senior, number 17. Nolan Ott, the other senior here, number 18.
Number 54, Mitchell Grover.
Big Mitchell Grover, number 54.
Number 62, Chase Lyons.
Chase is on the case. Lyons here. Chase Lyons, the big senior.
Number 77, Eli Bierencott.
And number 77, Eli Baroncott, rounding out the senior lineup here for the Cardinals of Stevens Point, Pacelli.
The officials for tonight's game are John Chuck, Kevin Johnson, Ryan Kelnhoff, Todd Wiedemann, and Tim Welch.
And as we mentioned on our Auto Select pregame show tonight, Pacelli comes in here with an overall record of 1-1, 1-0 in the Merriwood CWC Small Conference. They'll be in action next Friday where they'll be playing host here to the Thunderbirds of Iola Scandinavia. Abbotsford on the other side of the coin. They come in with an overall record of 3-0. They are 1-0 in the Merriwood CWC Small Conference with a very impressive 13-7 victory last Friday with Iola Scandinavia. They'll be in action. They'll be home where they'll be hosting Wisconsin Rapids. And as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, Pacelli with a big 41-20 victory over Wisconsin Rapids Assumption last Friday over in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be underway here momentarily. Our game brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Realty. Coach Drew Nelson and Coach Jake Knappmiller, the two coaches here for Pacelli and Abbotsford respectively. Fernando Perez will kick things off here. And over in, that'll be around the 21 or 22 yard line. Flag will fly in that as it goes out of bounds. And that is where Pacelli will take over here, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Again, with the kickoff going out of bounds, Pacelli's going to have very good field position for the opening possession of the game. You have a sophomore.
We have Jacob Williams under center here for the Cardinals. Ball will be placed around the Abbotsford 35-yard line as a result of that kick going out of bounds. So pretty good field position to start things off here for the Cardinals, 1st and 10. Jake Williams under center here with a two-back set, and Flaker and Rinke. Probably about a yard or so. That is sophomore Bryce Flaker. Bryce, the team leader this year in terms of rushing production, 35 carries, 215 yards, a 6.1 yard per carry average for the sophomore. It'll be 2nd and 10 here from the 35. Williams out of the shotgun. He'll look to pass. And he'll get the pass out in the flat over to Sean Berna, who'll pick up about 6 yards on that screen pass here. Jacob Williams last week was our Zaleski Sports in-the-house highlight player. He threw for 3 touchdowns, ran for another. So it'll be 3rd and 3 here from the 42-yard line for the Cardinals. And as we mentioned, you can check out all of our football rankings on ZaleskiSports.com/VIP. ZaleskiSports.com. 3rd and 3, Williams the give to Rinke. And he is going to come up short. He may even lose a couple of yards on that play. Lopez on the stop there. That'll bring up 4th down now. And Pacelli, Badoon looking as punt formation here is Melise Badoon, the senior, who hauled in a couple of touchdown receptions. Not a good snap there. Badoon will be forced. He'll still somehow get the kick off. So Badoon able to evade imminent danger there and still able to get the punt off, where Abbotsford will take over. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a moment.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
All right, we are back here. Abbotsford ball placed at the Pacelli 37. Ball outside, the handoff goes. That's going to be about a 6-yard gain there. Emilio Escalera on the carry there. Eli Barincott on the stop. Eli, one of those 6 seniors that we mentioned here, one of the 3 captains, as well as Chase Lyons and Big Mitch Grover. So 2nd and 4 here. Pitch down to the near side and getting outside. That looks to be Fuentes. He's got a lot of daylight there. And Raul Garcia able to bring down Fuentes Rivera there, but not before a big gain there for Christian Fuentes. The 5'10 junior, he'll have a 1st down. And Fuentes, one of the leaders, 52 carries this year for 399 yards, 7.7 yard per carry average. 2 touchdowns on the season for Fuentes. So from the shotgun, nobody there, and that'll be untouched. And a touchdown for Irvin Aguilera-Lazoya. The 27-yard touchdown run by Aguilera-Lazoya at the 10:02 mark. So lining up for the extra point will be Fernando Perez. Good snap, kick is up, and it is good. So Abbotsford with the early 7-0 lead here over the Pacelli Cardinals. We'll break for a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. Back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
All right, we are back here. 10:02 remaining in this opening quarter. And that was Irvin Aguilera-Lazoya with a 27-yard scamper into the end zone for the first points for Abbotsford tonight. The extra point good by Perez. So it's 7-0 here, Abbotsford. Early goings. Visit Marshfield. Be a part of Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest. Don't miss the 32nd annual Maple Fall Fest Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow them on Facebook. 7-0 early goings here. Perez kickoff, end over end, lands at about the 26-yard line where it will trickle out of bounds. Flag thrown on that. So Pacelli's second offensive sequence coming up here. Phelps Dairy, the culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Phelps' Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Phelps' Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. So Pacelli will take over here from the 35-yard line. The exact field position they had in their last offensive sequence. Williams a little bit of a delayed handoff there to Flaker. He'll get forward maybe a yard. Bryce Flaker fighting for that yard or two. Again, Flaker the leading carrier as far as production thus far. So it'll be second down here. Ball placed at around the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9 here by my math. Hand off to Flaker again. He's not going too far on that one. He may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see where the ball is marked. About a yard gain for Bryce Flaker. Again, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, Flaker with 215 yards rushing on the season here. So Bryce, 3 carries thus far for about 3 yards or so, I believe. It'll be 3rd and 8 here. Williams from the shotgun. Looking to pass. He's got a man, and that is Reinke. Not able to haul that one in. Pretty good coverage there by Emilio Escalera. That'll bring up a 4th down now. So a pretty nice looking throw by Jacob Williams. Again, we saw him as, really emerging last Friday. Certainly throws a nice ball. Just a sophomore is Jacob. Jacob, the 6'2 sophomore. So Badoon back to punt here for the Cardinals. And we're going to get a flag here. We'll see what this one is all about. So that will go against Pacelli. That'll back them up, and Christian Fuentes Rivera will move up just a few yards. It looks like he's the lone punt returner here. Again, Christian leading the Falcons here. 52 carries for nearly 400 yards on this early season. Badoon with a pretty nice punt there. Fuentes fielding at about the 28. Loses a handle on it for a moment, but he is able to get back on top of it around the 30-yard line where Abbotsford will take over here. So it'll be first down here for Abbotsford. Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point has over 1,300 vehicles, but they want more, so they'll offer an extra $500 over book value for your trade-in vehicle. Then you can shop dahlauto.com for the best selection in the area, or stop in to see them at Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street, or at Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. So it'll be first down here for the Falcons. Ball placed at the 30-yard line where Fuentes Rivera was able to field that for the Falcons. Man in motion is Chase Bowler. Bowler, the 5'11 junior. And the pass incomplete there to Fuentes Rivera. So it'll be second down and 10 here for the Falcons. So the second conference game here for both squads here this evening. Second down here. Bowler in motion. Give up the middle, and Aguilera is going to get probably about 5 or maybe 6 yards, we'll say here. Ball will be spotted at the Chelly 36-yard line. Beg your pardon, the Abbotsford 36. So ball at the 36. 3rd and 4 here. Handoff goes to Fuentes. He gets to the outside. One man to beat. And nobody going to get to Fuentes Rivera for his second touchdown. And that is a 64-yard touchdown by Fuentes Rivera. So as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, Fuentes right around 400 yards coming into tonight's game. He has been a handful for all teams that they have seen. The extra point is up. It is good, and it is 14-0 now, Abbotsford. We'll take a brief commercial pause here. You're listening to and watching high school football tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight in part by Hoff Favor Realty. Back in a moment.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
All right, Braden Sutter giving me the proverbial thumbs up here. 14-0 our score here. Abbotsford out front 14-0 over the Cardinals here at Pacelli. They'll kick off here. Couple of touchdown runs, a 27-yard and a 64-yard run tonight, both by Aguilera had the first touchdown run here for the Falcons. And Fuentes Rivera with a long 64-yard touchdown run. Just under 8 minutes to go here in this opening quarter out here at Gerke Park here in Stevens Point. Kickoff. That'll be fielded. We're going to get a whistle. We'll see what that's about here. It looks to be against Abbotsford from what I can see anyways. So Abbotsford will re-kick it, this time moving back to the 35-yard line. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. So Badoon and Boris back deep for the Cardinals. So Abbotsford playing some very, very good football, beating three very quality teams here at 3-0 early goings, and certainly looking very good. Fielded around the 23 by Reinke there. And getting up the sidelines is Reinke. He will, big gainer there for the sophomore Eric Reinke. And that will get into Abbotsford territory now. So best starting field position here tonight thus far for the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals. Jake Williams heading back out here for the third offensive series tonight for the Cardinals. Ball placed at the 35-yard line. Again, the best starting field position for the Cardinal here. Williams working out of the shotgun. Back to pass. And he'll get it out. That looks to be complete to Melise Badoon. A nice catch there by Badoon. A short gain, but a nice catch. Again, we saw Melise Badoon last week. He certainly could have been one of our Zaleski Sports Highlight House players. He had a couple of long Jake Williams touchdown passes, did senior Melise Badoon. And this is Melise's first year playing football as a senior, and he's certainly looking as though he's a wily football veteran, we'll say. So it'll be second down here and 7. Williams under center, gives to Flaker. Flaker churning forward. He'll get up to about the 29, about a 2 or 3 yard pickup for Bryce Flaker. So it's been somewhat tough sledding, I would say, thus far for the running game here thus far. Flaker looking to try to find some daylight. We know he has certainly the potential to break one, given the chance here. Abbotsford, a very stout defense, we'll say. Williams back out of the shotgun. Pressure coming, and he will be sacked back at about the 38 or so. So he'll lose about 8 or 9 yards on that. And that was, I believe that was Parker Schreiber, if I'm not mistaken, on the Parker, just the freshman here. So it'll be 4th down and long here for the Cardinals. Williams working out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Long pass over the middle. That's going to be picked off at around the 14-yard line. A flag will fly. And bounces off Reinke, I believe. And that was Christian Fuentes Rivera on the interception, but we do have a flag on that. We'll see what that is all about here. So Fuentes Rivera doing a little bit of everything tonight. The long touchdown run, the interception. Personal foul against Abbotsford after the interception, it looks like. So Abbotsford will have possession here, it looks like. That'll back things up to about the 9-yard line or so. So Abbotsford will start from the 9-yard line here. So Irvin Aguilar Lozoya, the quarterback, we've seen a touchdown from him already tonight. Cardinals certainly have Abbotsford very deep in unfavorable territory for Abbotsford. Stevens Point looking to try to get something going here. We're under 6 minutes to go in this opening quarter here. Pass goes, that will be incomplete. A pretty nice pass there by Aguilar Lozoya. Not able to come up with that is A.J. Broadhagen, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 here. So Pacelli in a situation where if they could try to hold defensively here. They trail by 14, certainly not over, but defensively you need a stop here, and handoff coming in. That'll be a couple of Cardinals, Isaiah Rouse-Garcia and Eric Reinke. The two Cardinals in on the play there. Chase Bowler, the ball carrier, the 5'11 junior, number 2 Chase Bowler. So Rouse-Garcia, another one of those seniors, his first year playing football here. Certainly see the athleticism from him as well. It is 3rd down and 3 ball at the 16. And in motion, I think we're going to get looks like a offsides by the Cardinals. Certainly not what you want to see in that situation, so it'll be 1st down and 10 now. So again, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, Abbotsford ranked number 6 in the ZaleskiSports.com rankings here. That's over in Division 6. And in motion is Bowler. Lines up outside. Aguilera looking to pass and just overshot A.J. Broadhagen. Well, that will fall incomplete to Broadhagen. So we're under 5 minutes here to go in this opening quarter out here at Gerke Park. When I'm not at Gerke, I tend to be at Buchholz. So easily confused, I guess. Both certainly nice facilities, and happy to be part of that. So it is 2nd down and 10 from the 21. The give is to Fuentes. Rivera makes a couple of guys miss, and he'll be brought down finally by Belize Badu, not before a big gainer. He'll get out to about the 44 or so, does Fuentes Rivera. So another nice run by the speedy junior Christian Fuentes Rivera. So it'll be about 18-yard gain there for Fuentes Rivera. That'll go. And Rouse-Garcia, that's Chase Bowler with a nice run up the middle. Rouse-Garcia with the potentially touchdown-saving tackle there by the senior. Pretty nifty run there for Chase Bowler, the 5'11", 160-pound junior. So just under 4 minutes to go here, opening quarter here out at Gerke. Give back over to Bowler, far side. He'll cut back, make a couple guys miss, and finally brought down here. We'll see who got in on the hit on that. That was Flaker. We do have a flag on the play, however. We'll see what that one was all about, but Bowler showing some nice nimbleness back there. Now, certainly this Abbotsford, we're going to get a personal foul against the Cardinals here, another penalty, and Abbotsford marching somewhat easily down the field here. So it'll be 1st down. That'll be spotted around the 11 or 12 yard line here. So Abbotsford has gone 70-plus yards in a fairly short period of time. And Aguilar up the middle and bounces off a few guys and straight in, and I think he is in for a touchdown. That is Irvin Aguilar Lazoya with his 2nd touchdown run here tonight. 11-yard TD run there.
So that is a 91-yard drive for the Falcons.
So 20-0 now, point after attempt coming up here. Kick is up, kick is in, and it is good. So it is 21-0. That is Fernando Perez converting on the extra point. So we will be back here in just a moment. You're watching and listening to high school football tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. Back in a moment.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
All right, we are back here on Zaleski Sports. Brandon Baroncott on the call here with Braden Sutter doing a fabulous job on production here as always. Abbotsford with their third touchdown here tonight, second for Aguilar. Kickoff end over end, fielded about the 13 or so. And that is Porter Boris. And he'll get maybe about a 2-yard return for Pacelli, where it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals. Again, 21-0 our score. Abbotsford certainly has come out with a lot of firepower, we'll say. They out front handily here, 21-0 in this opening quarter. A pair of touchdowns by Irvin Aguilar-Lazoya. So Jacob Williams under center here for the Cardinals. Single back. That looks to be Flaker in the backfield, and he will take the handoff. He'll probably get about 1.5 yards or so. Maybe we'll round up, not sure. It'll be 2nd down now. As a finance major, we're gonna round up though. 3-yard gain for Flaker here. Under 3 minutes in this opening quarter. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line here for the Cardinals. Williams working out of the shotgun. 3 receiver set here. Handoff, not much going there for the Cardinals. That's Flaker again. And there'll be a no gain there, so it'll be 3rd and 7 now. Rouse Garcia exiting here for the Cardinals. 3rd and 7 from the 19 for Jacob Williams. 2-back set with Reinke and Flaker. Williams back to pass. He's got a little bit of time, and it's going to be over the outstretched arms of Sean Berna. Sean, the 6-foot, 180-pound sophomore, not able to haul that one. That was out of his reach, we'll say. So it'll bring up 4th down now. 1:53 to go here in this opening quarter. And that's where we'll see Melise Badoon here. Melise we saw last week, kind of a jack of all trades. He punts for the Cardinals. He was perfect on PATs last Friday over in Assumption. His punt will be bounced down around the, I'll say about the 43-yard line. That's where the Falcons will take over here. Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm is here to help you gear up for hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-have, safety essentials, and blaze orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all of the top brands today at Fleet Farm. So Pacelli right now has not had much of an answer, I would say, for the Falcons here of Abbotsford. We certainly know about guys like Christian Fuentes Rivera, Irvin Aguilar Lozoya, but we've seen some other weapons on this Abbotsford team. Guys like Chase Bowler, who's had a couple of nice runs here for the Falcons. And again, a pretty good-looking squad in Abbotsford here. Certainly this conference, no gimmies in this conference. Again, as we mentioned in our Auto Select pregame show, you have teams like Edgar and Auburndale and Abbotsford, Iola, Scandinavia. I mean, this is a very, very competitive conference, this Marewood CWC small conference. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Give to Fuentes Rivera. He'll try to get outside. Couple guys missed, and he will get into the end zone nearly untouched. And Fuentes, 43-yard touchdown run. So Fuentes Rivera with a 43-yard touchdown run. And really no answer for Fuentes Rivera tonight. Point after attempt is up, and it is good. That's Fernando Perez, 4 of 4 now on PATs. It is now 28-0 Abbotsford. We're in the opening quarter here. We will be back here in a moment. You're watching and listening to High School Sports Tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. Back in a moment.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
All right, we are back out here. Minute 37 remaining in this opening quarter here. Abbotsford out front handily, 28-0. Kickoff, that'll be fielded by Boris at around the 16-yard line. He'll fake the give to Badoon back and get to about 19 or 20, where Pacelli will take over on offense here tonight. Certainly the story of the game has been Christian Fuentes Rivera. He has been basically unstoppable in my humble opinion. And again, very good Abbotsford football team. They'll be back in action, as we mentioned earlier in our Auto Select pregame show, next Friday, home against Assumption. So Badoon lines up wide. Jake Williams out of the gun here, looking to pass. And he's got a man, and a pretty nice reception there. And that's Renke with some daylight. Renke rumbling and stumbling. He'll get down to about the 39-yard line. So it's about a 41-yard touchdown, or beg your pardon, reception there. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. So that is where Pacelli will take over now. Ball at the 39-yard line here. 41-yard reception there from Williams to Renke. Back in the shotgun again. Williams back to pass this time. That'll be about a 1 or 2 yard game. That's Sean Berna there. So ball placed at the 38, so a 1 yard reception there for Berna. It'll be 2nd down and 9 here for the Cardinals. So Pacelli in all likelihood probably going to, certainly trailing by this much, probably in a bit more of pass mode, we'll say. Williams being flushed out. He'll take it himself. He'll get back to about the original line of scrimmage where he'll be placed. Yeah, they'll get him down to the 35, it looks like. So Williams able to scramble down to the 35, so about a 3-yard pickup. Pretty nice spot for the Cardinals. They will take it, so ball at the 35 now. 20 seconds here in this opening quarter now. So 3rd and 6 from the 35. Williams working out of the shotgun. Rouse Garcia caught right around the 30. He'll probably be about a yard or two short. And Williams, as we saw last Friday, he certainly throws a nice ball. Just a sophomore, as we mentioned, has some pretty nice weapons and guys like Melise Badoon and Eric Reinke, Sean Berna. And that'll be the end of quarter number 1 here. Abbotsford out front 28 over Stevens Point Pacelli. 28-0. We'll be back here momentarily. You've been watching and listening to high school football on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a moment.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
All right, we are back here. 4th down and 1 from about the 30 for the Cardinals. Williams will try to get, we'll see who moved first. They're going to say it's on Pacelli, so that'll be a 4th and 6 now. I think Williams is trying to get them on the infamous, dare I say, Aaron Rodgers hard count there, but Pacelli moved first. So they'll move back to the 35-yard line, and it'll be 4th down and 6 now. Second quarter just underway here out at Gerke Park here in Stevens Point. So Williams under center with Reinke and Flaker back. Williams, a pretty nice ball, and that is going to be picked off. And that is Chase Bowler with the interception, and he's still going. And a helmet flew off. That'll be an unnecessary roughness call, I believe. Stop made probably with a little bit of frustration perhaps by Pacelli, not sure. So Abbotsford will start in fairly good field position here. They are out front here 28-0. They'll take over around the 37-yard line. Maida Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual team uniforms and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at maidacustom.com. So Abbotsford takes over here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Jesus Reyes Amador, the man in motion here. And a nice catch made by A.J. Broadhagen. Nice open field tackle there by Melise Badoon. About an 8 or 9 yard reception there for Broadhagen. It'll bring up second and short now at the 28-yard line. So Irvin Aguilar-Lazoya, certainly the multi-purpose quarterback here for the Falcons. Man in motion, that's Emilio Escalera. We're going to get a flag. We'll see. I think we're going to get a legal procedure for the Falcons here, so that'll back them up a little bit. 5 yards to the 33. 11:09 here and counting in the second quarter of action here. Abbotsford head coached by Jake Knappmiller. All about the 33 here. Escalera, the guy in motion to the far side, and I think we're going to get a timeout called here. So we'll get a brief timeout here. You're listening to and watching high school sports tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a moment.
The work that you put in is the work you're going to get out. It starts in the weight room, focusing on those fundamentals, whether it's throwing form, hitting form, running form. So that way when you come to the game, you're not really thinking about them. In my sessions with Carter at WPI, I kind of learned how to be very strong and very flexible at the same time. High pressure situations, the world's pushing down on you and you're trying to push back. Don't let the moment get too big.
All right, we are back out here. 10:43 left in this opening half here out at Gerke Park here in Stevens Point. A Merriwood CWC small conference matchup here against the, again, 3-0 Abbotsford Falcons here and the 1-1 Pacelli Cardinals. So 2nd and 6 here from the 33. We're going to get a penalty here. And that will back Abbotsford, so that'll be against Abbotsford. A legal procedure penalty for the Falcons. Again, as we mentioned earlier, Abbotsford ranked number 6 in the ZaleskiSports.com VIP rankings over in Division 6. Luther, the number 1 seed, Cambridge, Howards Grove, Mondovi, Coleman, and then Abbotsford. Abbotsford right up there. Over in D7, you've got Edgar in number 2 and Iola Scandinavia at number 12. So a lot of good teams in this conference. Fuentes gets outside, and he'll get a first down, I believe. He is, as we had mentioned, one of those old sayings, you can't stop Christian Fuentes Rivera. You can only hope to contain him, and he will get a Falcons first down here. I'll never forget that infamous call back in the Kevin Schmidtke days when he was over at Arizona. The can't stop Kevin Schmidtke, you can only hope to contain him. Probably dating myself, but that handoff given, that's Emilio Escalera. He'll get down to about the 17 or so yard line here. So Pacelli has really not had much of an answer defensively for this very fast and athletic Abbotsford Falcons squad here. A lot of weapons here they can throw at you, and snap to Aguilera. He's going to get up the middle, and he'll have a first. Sean Berna on the stop on that one. So 9:49 here to go in this opening half here. Abbotsford threatening from about the 8 or 9 yard line, roughly, I believe. The 8 yard line, 3rd and 1. Fuentes untouched, and he will walk in practically for his 3rd touchdown run tonight is Christian Fuentes Rivera. So the 8 yard touchdown run by Fuentes Rivera. So the PAT here for Perez, snap up. And the kick is good. So Perez converting his 5th of 5 PATs here. Score now reads 35-0, 9:34 to go in this opening half. You've been listening to and watching high school sports tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a moment.
Get up to $200 back on a select set of Goodyear tires at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service during the summer tire event with an online or mail-in rebate and the Goodyear credit card through June 28th. Get the best tire prices, period, at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
All right, we are back here. One of our many game day sponsors, Stevens Point Orthopedics, proudly providing the central Wisconsin community with orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. So it's now 35-0 here, and just in the second quarter here. A lot of football left, no doubt, but Abbotsford, certainly a very solid football team, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. They won a very close game last Friday with Iola Scandinavia, the Thunderbirds. And Braden and I had a chance to call that game, the Iola Scandinavia, the very first game where they hosted Shiocton, and that is a very good football team as well. So that kick fielded around the 11. Not much going there for Porter Boris, I believe, on that. So Pacelli will take over here. So 9:34 to go in this one. And the infamous, legendary John Eckendorf announcing the first down here for the Cardinals. In true John Eckendorf fashion. So it'll be 1st and 10 here. Ball at about the 19-yard line here. 9:30 and counting to go in this opening half here. Williams trying to get out left here is Flaker, and we're going to get a flag. So Flaker with about a 2 or 3 yard gain there. I think we're going to get a face mask. Not sure, but that's what it looked like anyways. Now they're going to wave the flag off. So no flag on the play. Flaker does pick up about 3 yards there. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 now for the Cardinals. Ball at the 22-yard line. So Flaker and Ranke, the two backs here, they've had the majority of the carries for the Cardinals, not only tonight, but this season. Flaker trying to bounce off a couple of guys. He'll get about 2 or so yards on that carry, does Bryce Flaker. Bryce, just the sophomore, ball placed around the 24, 25-yard line roughly. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. So Flaker with about 3 yards on that carry. It'll be 3rd and 4 now from the 25. We're under 8 minutes in this second quarter of action here. Williams under center, and he's looking to pass. Thought about it for a moment, being chased out of the pocket, and he'll throw it out of bounds over to the far side of the Abbotsford area there. So it'll bring up 4th and 4 now. So in all likelihood, Pacelli will punt this one away. Senior Melise Badoon. Fourth and 4, maybe looking to try to get an offside, maybe not. They're going to pass out to Flaker. Flaker's got some room, and Flaker will have enough for a first down. He'll get past the 30, about to the 37-yard line. The play came together pretty quickly. So Williams complete to Flaker, the 12-yard reception there. It'll be 1st and 10 now from the 36. So an 11-yard pass from Williams to sophomore Bryce Flaker. Rouse Garcia on the near side here. Williams back to pass. Pocket collapses, and that ball going to be picked off. I believe that's Irvin Davila Moreno with the interception, his first pick of the night here. And that is where Abbotsford will take over here. They'll take over around the 39-yard line at Pacelli 39 here. So, again, that was Irvin Davila Moreno. So it'll be first down here for the Falcons. Aguilar, the handoff goes. That's Jesus Reyes Amador. And we'll see. We do have a flag on the play. So it looks like it's going to be against Abbotsford. So holding call, that'll back things up 10 yards, going from the 39 back to the 49. So a 10-yard hold here. 4:50 and counting in this opening half here. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Irvin Aguilar, Lozoya, and the run getting outside, and Eli Berencott able to make the tackle. That was Chase Bowler on the carry. Bowler, another nice weapon for the Falcons here of Abbotsford. We've heard his name a few times here. Certainly Fuentes, Rivera, and Bowler. Couple of nifty, nimble-looking backs here for the Falcons. Bowler just the junior, as is Fuentes Rivera. So very dangerous duo there in Bowler and Fuentes Rivera. Aguilar, and that's Carter trying to get outside, and we're going to get a flag thrown. Would be a first down. We'll see what the flag is all about here. Carter Salar, who's operating as the quarterback at this predicament here. We'll see what the flag is all about. That is going to move things. That will be on Abbotsford. So that'll back them up 5 yards, a hold now. So it'll be placed at the 42-yard line. So 3:16 and counting in this opening quarter here. Three-back set here for Abbotsford. Handoff going to be given, and defensively a pretty decent stop there. Max Nelson and Eli Berencott both able to contain that here. About a 4-yard gain, so it'll bring up 3rd and 9 now here from the 38-yard line. Abbotsford working left to right. It's Carter Calar, and he's going to be out into the flat. And he had a man in Jesus Reyes Amador, but he is not able to come up with that. I think he was seeing a lot of field in front of him had the catch been there, but that'll bring up 4th down and 9 here. Ball at, the 38-yard line. Just under 2 minutes here to go in this opening half here. Again, 35-0 our score here. So 4th and 9 here to go for Abbotsford. Pacelli trying to make a defensive stand here in this 4th down situation. We got a flag, we'll see, and I think we're going to maybe get a false start. And we will, so that'll move things back 5 yards. So it'll be 4th and 14 now. Now this is where Abbotsford will try to convert on a 4th and long, 4th and 14 from the 43. Just under a minute here in this second quarter here. Probably going to try to take some clock there, and they do. And a timeout will be called. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school football tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a moment.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
All right, we are back here. One of our many game day sponsors tonight, Shuda Funeral Home. Shuda Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all of your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at ShudaFuneral.com. That's ShudaFuneral.com. Today's game also brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. So it'll be 4th and long here for the Falcons. They will punt it away. That is Aguilar Lazoya, and Brodhagen will field it there. That's where Pacelli will take over. Just under 40 seconds. Clock ticking down. We'll see if Pacelli will run possibly one more play. Not sure. Maybe they'll let the clock wind down. I'm not sure. And or in all likelihood the last play here of this first half. With the running clock situation in full effect here. So it is Williams under center at the 8. And run will be maybe a couple of yards, and that'll be a half here. Our scoreboard reads Abbotsford Falcons 35, Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals 0. First half in the books here. We'll take some time here for all of our commercial sponsors and a halftime. We'll be back here momentarily. You've been watching and listening to high school football tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part by the Hoff Favor Realty Group. Back here in a moment.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Good evening, football fans. Jason Zaleski here, and welcome to halftime of your game. We'll have you back to the field in no time. First up, a couple things I want to talk to you all about. Our upcoming schedule. We've got a sit down with Mike Sins and Dan Hill of Menominee and Rice Lake football, and I'll tell you all about our football rankings and where you can see those rankings every week, well ahead of everybody else. But first up, our Zaleski Sports headlines magazines are out on newsstands now. This is our free weekly, high school only, full color magazine, and again, free. First, our Medford edition here. This is Abbotsford Falcons on the cover. This edition is free to pick up at Colby Quick Trip, Abbey County Market, Stetsonville C-Store, Medford County Market, the Thorpedo in Thorpe Super Value Grocery Store, and the Withy BP. Those are free to pick up, plus chock full of information on the inside about all your favorite schools and sports. And in the Marshfield area, magazine free to pick up at all three Weiler's locations in Marshfield: Pick and Save, Festival Foods, Blanker BP, Draxler's of Hewitt, Stratford Senex, Spencer A&W, and Russell's of Neilsville, and over in Greenwood at Quick Trip there. And again, just chock full of really great information. Again, all your favorite sports. All the kids are in here. Pictures, write-ups, the whole thing, and it's yours. It's free. That is our weekly Zaleski Sports headlines, high school sports only magazine. Mike Sins and Dan Hill around the corner on this halftime report. Jason Zaleski back here to keep this halftime show rolling for you. Had a chance to talk to Menominee Mustangs head football coach Mike Sins. And after this, it'll be Rice Lake Warriors head football coach Dan Hill. Menominee in Rice Lake, our Zaleski Sports game of the week, and you can see why. Two really powerful football teams here early. We are at halftime there. If you want to see that game, if you're not already watching it, the full slate of football games across the network available at ZaleskiSports.com. Just click the link from there, and it will automatically launch into your game. Let's talk about football rankings coming up right after this. Hey gang, Jason Zaleski back with you. Our football rankings are available for all to see. You go to ZaleskiSports.com and you click on VIP. And let me just get this straight here for you right away. This is not an opinion poll. There are those that are out there. Opinions, everybody's got one, right? This is our rankings is based on the actual formula used by the WIAA to seed these teams come playoff time. So if you want a realistic look at how things are going to fall when the WIAA's supercomputer draws up the seeds, you go to ZaleskiSports.com and you click VIP. That's where to find the information. It's no opinions. These are mathematical formulas based on the same ones used by the WIAA. And folks, it is just math, and you cannot argue with math. So here we go. I'll give you the top three. You can find them all. Again, at ZaleskiSports.com, just click VIP. In Division 1, Muskego, Franklin, and Oconomowoc. Now, Franklin and Muskego probably going to tangle up later this year. Franklin, the number 2 team, they are live right now on Zaleski Sports. In Division 2, Cedarburg, Homestead, and Slinger. In Division 2. In Division 3, Mount Horeb, Barneveld in the top spot, followed by Notre Dame and La Crosse Logan. Medford comes in at number 5 in that Division 3 ranking. In Division 4, Columbus, Prescott, and West Salem. Aquinas also in Division 4. Performance improvement factor has them in Division 4 this year. Mosney comes in at number 5 as I take a look down those rankings there just a bit. In Division 6, in Division 5, there's no doubt about it. Stratford, the best team in Division 5, might be. We won't know. So now I'll give you an opinion. Might be the best team in Division 4 also, but that won't. It's just an opinion, right? But the mathematical facts say that Stratford is the best team in Division 5, followed by St. Mary Springs and Kiel. Others, Stanley Boyd comes in at number 6 this week, and the Orioles have things all hooked up already this year. They'll have a showdown with Regis later on in the season, but Stanley Boyd going to be a tough team to beat in all of 2024. Amherst comes in at number 8. In Division 6, Luther, Cambridge, and Howard's Grove. Others at Abbotsford, number 6. I mentioned Regis, number 7. Auburndale comes in at number 9 this week in these rankings. Again, a mathematical formula purely and solely based on the same one that the WIAA uses to slot these teams come playoff time. You find it ZaleskiSports.com. Just click VIP. In Division 7, Glenwood City, then Edgar, and then Cochrane Fountain City. As I look down the list in Division 7, I find Iola Scandinavia coming in at number 12, and Rosholt comes in at 25. So Edgar, number 2, and Rosholt, that may be your halftime game there, and that may tell you the distinct difference between the number 2 ranked team in Division 7 and then a lot of those that are not as high up that list as we look around at the football teams. We're going to talk about our schedule. We still have a lot of games coming up tomorrow on Saturday, so I'll fill you in on those right after this. Welcome back to the Halftime Show, gang. Jason Zaleski here. We are getting close to second half action, so just hang on. I can't wait either. I need to get back to my game over Menominee, so I'm on this edge of my seat here too, waiting for this halftime show to end. Again, they do 15-minute halftime plus a 3-minute warm-up, so gives us plenty of time to fill you in on this kind of stuff, plus some time for you to use the restroom or maybe go out to the fridge and get something and get ready for the second half of your game. A lot of events left on Saturday. This is a big Saturday weekend of sports around the area. Volleyball galore, really. Pacelli and Auburndale. Nakusa and Columbus Catholic. Nakusa will then take on Pacelli. Columbus Catholic will then move to Auburndale. Nakusa and Auburndale tangle, and Columbus Catholic and Pacelli. That headlines our day over in Auburndale at the Invitational on Saturday. All that action begins at cartoons and cereal time, 8:30 a.m. So right after tonight's games, get to bed and then wake up. You can go out in your pajamas or your nightie or whatever you got on, your t-shirt and shorts, and turn on the TV. 8:30. Volleyball flies starting on Saturday morning at 8:30. And then a pair of soccer games for you. Triangular. It's Arcadia and Pacelli. And then it's Regis, McDonald Regis Co-op and Pacelli. Soccer is at 11 and 2:30 on Saturday. And you might see me looking down here a couple times. I'm just looking at my computer at ZaleskiSports.com. I don't just know all these things. I do the same thing you do. I head to ZaleskiSports.com and I click on the weekly schedule and I see them all. And we have got a pile of games coming up for you next week too. So let's do this. Let's wrap it up. Jason Zaleski here saying enjoy your second half action coming up next.
All right, we are back out here at Gerke Park here. We're just in the waning few moments here of halftime. Abbotsford out front 35-0 here. We'll run through our scoring here. Abbotsford had Irvin Aguilera, who had a 27-yard touchdown run with about 10:02 left in the first quarter. And the point after was good by Fernando Perez. And then Christian Fuentes Rivera, the second scoring drive, he had a 64-yard touchdown run with about 7:57 left to go in that quarter number one. Irvin Aguilera Lozoya with the second touchdown of the night for Abbotsford. And the third scoring drive, he had an 11-yard run with 3:27 left to go in that quarter number one. The point after was good. And then it was Christian Fuentes Rivera again with a 43-yard touchdown run with 1:37 in the first quarter. The point after by Perez was good, making it 28-0 at that point. And finally, Christian Fuentes Rivera with an 8-yard touchdown run, his third touchdown of the first half for the Falcons. And that put the score 35-0. The point after was good at the 9:34 mark in quarter number two. And that's where things have left off. So it is 35-0 here. About a minute or so left in our halftime here. One of our many game day sponsors, that's Dahl Automotive. The Dahl family of vehicles has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now, we'd like to earn your 5-star review at our new Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. Come see what keeps the 5-star reviews piling up at Dahl Automotive and online at dahlauto.com. That is Dahl Automotive. So, Fuentes Rivera been the story tonight. By my math, anyways, I have him for about 159 yards of rushing here. Chase Bowler with 53 yards. Aguilera Lozoya with 105. Again, my math, I might have missed a few yards here and there. And Fernando Perez has been a perfect 5 of 5 on point afters, PATs. And again, as we mentioned, you can check out all of the football rankings on the ZaleskiSports.com website. Go to ZaleskiSports.com VIP. You can see all of the rankings here, divisions 1 through 7. As we mentioned several times here, Abbotsford, the number 6 seed in Division 6, behind Luther, Cambridge, Howards Grove, Mondovi, Coleman tied for 4. Abbotsford 6, Regis 7. Nakusa 8, Auburndale is 9. Cedar Grove, Belgium 10, Marathon 11. Markeson, Partyville tied for 12th. Roncalli and Cuba City tied for 14th. Again, that is in the Division 6 rankings found only at ZaleskiSports.com VIP. Over in Division 7, you've got Edgar, the number 2 seed, and Iola Scandinavia, the number 12 seed. So a lot of quality football teams in this Merriwood CWC conference. Pacelli will kick things off here to start the second half. End over end kick, that'll be fielded around the 14-yard line. And that is Carter Hiar. And a pretty good defensive stop there by the Cardinals on that sequence here. That is where Abbotsford will take over here. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons. And as we mentioned, those football rankings, ZaleskiSports.com VIP, several conference teams. Edgar, Iola, Scandinavia, Abbotsford, and Auburndale, just to name a few, just in this conference alone. So again, as we mentioned in our Auto Select pregame show, no gimmies here, and this is a very solid conference, in my humble opinion. So it'll be 1st and 10 here from the 20. Carter Kiar and a host of Cardinals. Mitch Grover, one of the first to get in on that. That's big Mitch Grover, along with a host of other Cardinals. So Abbotsford probably at a point where maybe they'll get some reps for some of these other players here with the commanding 35-0 lead here. Just under 11 minutes here to go in quarter number 3. 2nd and 8 here now from the 22. Carter lines up under center. The give is to Jackson Pluckelman. And should be enough for a first down for Pluckelman. Jackson, the sophomore here for the Falcons. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. So Jackson, the 5'7" sophomore running back and defensive back here for the Falcons. So 1st and 10 from the 31. And end around coming left here and getting outside, and the hit going to be made there by Avon Bembenek from behind there, the tackle here. Pretty nice gainer there for Carter Seiler. Beg your pardon. So ball will be at midfield now, 50-yard line, 1st and 10. Just under 9:30 to go in this 3rd quarter. Carter Seiler in the shotgun here. That'll be give to Pluckelman again. Pluckelman with a pretty decent run. He's met by a couple of Cardinals. Porter Boris, one of them, along with Sean Burnham. Burnham looks to be a little shaken up. He looks to be okay. So the ball placed at the 42-yard line here. Carter Seiler. A handoff near side here and getting outside, and a tackle made there by Renke. That was Jesus Reyes Amador for a gain of about 5 yards there. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Falcons. Clock running here. It's been, for just joining us, it's been pretty much all Abbotsford here. Snap a little low, and we'll see. I thought I heard a whistle maybe. Think I did. Braden giving me the heads up. Sometimes my hearing isn't necessarily what it once was 5, 10, even 15 years ago, but the ball will be placed at the 39 now, where it'll be 2nd down and 13. 7:35 and counting here in this 3rd quarter. Carter Seiler, the handoff. Not much going there for, and that was Pluckelman again. He'll get to the 40, so a no gainer. And again, probably seeing some of our, maybe our 2nd string type players, possibly, not sure. Either way, this is a very good Abbotsford team. They can come at you in so many ways. Certainly, we mentioned guys like Christian Fuentes Rivera and Irvin Aguilar Lozoya, certainly probably the, we'll say, the heartbeat of this team, but a lot of other weapons here. Seiler, the give to Pluckelman. A flag is down. Eli Berncott making the hit, but we do have a flag on the play here. We'll see what this one is all about. I believe it will be against Abbotsford, and it is. Cheese Pleasers. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. So ball moves back. That's a long 10-yard penalty. Ball back at the 49-yard line here. 3rd and long. The 3rd and 22 coming up here for Seiler. And he'll pitch it outside where he has met Flaker. And finishing off is big Mitch Grover. But Bryce Flaker, the first to slow things down, and that's a TFL. That'll move things back about 3 yards here. So it'll be a long 4th and 25 yard coming up here for the Falcons. So again, Flaker, one of the first in on that. And Pluckelman out wide for the Falcons here. And punt, that'll be a punt, should get a pretty decent bounce. That is going to bounce to about the 8-yard line. So about a 44-yard punt in total, where Pacelli will take over. Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are two beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So the running clock here with 4:25 and counting, quarter number 3 here. Williams gets it out to Flaker. Flaker's got some daylight, a little stiff arm action. We're going to get a flag. We'll see what that's on. Not sure. May have been, well, I never like to speculate. Possibly a face mask. We'll see, though. And it is a personal foul. Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. We're also brought to you tonight by Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So it'll be third down now. But doing the man in motion for the Cardinals to give us to Flaker, and he'll cross the 40-yard line, get out to about the 41 or 42. The 41 and 9 3/4. Little Harry Potter reference there for Braden. I'm not sure he caught that or not. I certainly know many folks might have. Either way, it is going to be spotted at the 42-yard line. So Williams under center. The give will be to Flaker, and a nice run. He'll get out to about the 48 or 49. A pretty nice run there for Bryce. Pickup of about 8 or 9 yards. Again, Bryce just the sophomore. We know Bryce was part of the all-conference team in this conference last year, just a freshman. I believe honorable mention, if I'm correct, on offense. So we certainly have seen some definite nice running from the sophomore Bryce Flaker. You have the 1-2 combination with Flaker and Reinke. Williams give. That should be enough, and that's Eric Reinke. Eric, the 5'9" sophomore. And that'll bring things up to the first down territory right at midfield there for the Cardinals, where they'll take over 1st and 10 here. Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So minute 35 and counting, quarter number 3. Williams under center. He'll give. And Reinke switching directions here, where he'll be met by a couple of Falcons. And I think leading the charge on that was Landon Auberg. So ball will be at the 48-yard line, just eclipsing Abbotsford territory here. It'll be 2nd and 8 here. Williams under center. The pitch over to Flaker. Pretty nice run. He'll bounce off a few guys. He'll get enough for the first down, but I believe he may have fumbled the football. We'll see if he was down before he looked down. But then again, my eyes are not, I always say this, maybe not once what they once were. He was down, so that'll be a first down here for the Cardinals. Under 20 seconds here to go in quarter number 3. That clock winding, of course, with the 35 points on the board for Abbotsford. So Williams under center with Flaker and Ranky, the man in motion, Malik Badoon. Give is to Flaker. He'll run hard, gets just past the 35 to the 34-yard line, a pickup of 4. And that'll be the end of 3 quarters here, 3 quarters in the books here. You're watching and listening to high school sports tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight in part by Hoff Favor Realty. We will be back here momentarily for quarter number 4.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, we are back here for quarter number 4 here. Pacelli trying to march down the field, maybe try to put some points on the board here late in the game here. Abbotsford with a comfortable lead. Badoon man in motion here. Williams flips over to Ranky. Ranky with a nice cut down to about the 25, past the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. So Eric Ranky enough for a Cardinals first down. So again, Pacelli trying to find themselves in the end zone here tonight against a very, very quality football team here in this Merriwood CWC small conference. Boy, I tell you, that conference, I know I've said it a few times now, but this will be a grind for all of the teams really in that conference. Badoon in motion here. Williams not going to be much there, and a nice stop there by Luis Gonzalez Lujan. So that'll bring up a second down now here for the Cardinals. Home furniture. Fill your home with the best from home furniture. Sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Stop by and kick your feet up and find the perfect fit for your home. Home furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and on Post Road in Plover. So it'll be second and 13, ball at the 27. Williams under center. He will look to pass. A nice pass there by Melise Badoon. And he is not able to hang on to that one. A nice throw there by Jacob Williams. And we've seen that duo a couple times here this season here for the Cardinals. Melise had a couple of touchdowns last Friday at Rapids Assumption. And again, as we mentioned, Jacob Williams throwing a nice ball, just a sophomore. He's only going to get better, in my humble opinion, as a sophomore. Throws a really nice ball, showing some poise as a sophomore. Certainly very athletic. Badoon just not able to come up with it, but a nice effort nonetheless. It is going to be 3rd and 13 now. Williams back to pass. Out in the flat to Berna. Berna going to try, and he should have enough for the first down. That's Sean Berna. And another nice pass play for the Cardinals and Jacob Williams to Sean Berna. Max Nelson checks in here for the Cardinals. Pazarski Funeral Home. Pazarski Funeral Homes has been serving the Stevens Point and Plover area with the very best in funeral services. This fourth-generation local business takes pride in helping members of our community when they need it most. Place your trust in Pazarski Funeral Homes, with locations in Stevens Point and Plover, and online at PazarskiFuneralHome.com. Handoff goes to... That looks like that was Flaker on the carry there. So Flaker running hard in this late goings here. Nolan Ott here coming in here on this series. It's 2nd and 5, ball placed at about the 8-yard line here. We're under 8:40 to go in this one. Abbotsford with a comfortable 35-0 lead. Pacelli certainly clawing to try to find the end zone here. Williams under center. Fakes pitch. Ranke going up the middle. He'll pick up about 3 or so. Where it'll bring up 3rd and short here for the Cardinals. And you have to think Coach Nelson just looking at things now, the game probably out of reach in all likelihood, but certainly this is a point where you start looking at some different things, perhaps some different formations and or working on some things, certainly, and that's, you certainly try to come out of here with some points on the board. Again, a very solid football team witnessing here with this Abbotsford Falcons squad. Give is to Flaker, running hard. I think he's going to be just short. He'll be down around the 1 or so. So it'll be 1st and goal here now for Pacelli, and Nolan Ott checking back in here. First and goal here. We'll see where things go here. You got Williams under center with Ranke and Flaker working out of the eye here for officials collaborating, not sure. Looks like maybe a substitution. So 6:35 and counting here. 1st and goal here for the Cardinals. Williams under center. You have to wonder maybe the quarterback sneak here. They'll give it to Ranke. He'll walk in for the touchdown. That is Eric Ranke. So a 1-yard touchdown run by Eric Ranke. So Ranke, one of those other weapons on this Pacelli squad. He came in here averaging nearly 6.5 yards per carry for the Cardinals, with a couple of touchdowns coming into tonight's game. So Badoon lining up for the PAT here for the Cardinals. Snap is up. Badoon's PAT is going to fall short, and it is no good, but it will be 6 points on the board. 35-6 our score. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're watching and listening to high school football tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a moment.
Be part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 14th and 15th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Merrill. Don't miss the 32nd Annual Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Pacelli Funeral Homes has been serving the Stevens Point and Plover area with the very best in funeral services. Today, as a fourth-generation local business, Pacelli Funeral Homes takes pride in helping members of our community when they need it most. The loss of a loved one carries so many challenges and often comes with so many questions. Find answers, professional services, and all the compassion and support you'd expect at Pacelli Funeral Homes, with locations in Stevens Point and Plover, and online at pacellifuneralhome.com.
All right, we are back. Eric Renke with the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel touchdown. The first of the night here for the Cardinals. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never ever happened. And that was the Zach Renke touchdown for the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro touchdown. And a flag, late flag flying here on the kick return here for Abbotsford. We'll see what that is all about. One of our many game day sponsors tonight, again, Culligan Water. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. That's Culligan Water. So Abbotsford will start from about the 26-yard line here. Shortly after the conclusion of this, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We'll hopefully get a few words with Coach, in all likelihood anyways, Jake Knappmiller. Again, not over, but clock certainly winding down. Long run there for Abbotsford, and a couple guys to beat. Still on his feet, rumbling past the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. And Jesus Reyes Amador with the long run there for Abbotsford. Sandon Carpet One. Sandon Carpet One on Post Road and Plover is here to floor you with all the best in all of your carpeting and flooring needs. Whether for your home or business, you'll find help with choosing the right look and material to bring you flooring to the next level. That's Sandon Carpet One on Post Road and Plover here. So ball placed at the 28-yard line for the Falcons here. Seiler working out of the gun here. Sweep to the right and some daylight there. And tackle made there by Jake Williams. Not before a big gainer there for another Abbotsford first down. And there is a flag on the play, it looks like. I think a face mask against the Cardinals. So the big first down run and the penalty here, that puts the ball around the 5-yard line here. About 4 minutes here to go on this contest here. Again, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Get a few words with head coach Jake Knappmiller. And a player of the game. We'll collaborate to see who that is. There's a couple names we have in mind, certainly. This game not over yet, though. Pitch out left, Renke. And into the end zone for a touchdown. That's Carter Seiler. So Seiler with the 5-yard touchdown run. So the point after coming here for Fernando Perez, who has been, well, looks like they're going to, Seiler going to go for it here. Going for 2, and the give is to Jesus Reyes Amador. He'll convert on the 2-point conversion. Our scoreboard now reads 43-6, Abbotsford over Pacelli. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You've been watching and listening to High School Sports tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part by Hoff Favor Realty. Back here in a moment.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
All right, we are back out here. The 5-yard touchdown run by Carter Seiler. And the 2-point conversion was good as well. So the scoreboard now reads 43-6. Again, as we've mentioned throughout the course of the broadcast tonight, Abbotsford home next Friday against Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. Pacelli back out here at home where they'll host Iola Scandinavia. And again, Abbotsford 13-7 winners over at Iola Scandinavia last Friday. A couple of good teams. Badoon gets outside, and he's going to make a couple guys miss. Still on his feet. Melise Badoon not going down, and he will get out to about the 43. A nice, pretty nifty-looking run for Melise Badoon. So it'll be first down here for Pacelli. Ball at the 43-yard line. Well, the final 3 minutes here in this one. Clock ticking down here. This conference game here. Again, as we mentioned, we'll have our postgame, our Nasonville Dairy postgame show with Coach Jake Knappmiller. Not before the final 2:45 here to go. That's Max Nelson under center. He'll hand it off. And a pretty nice run for Eric Renke. He'll get to about the 31 yards, so about a 12-yard run for Renke. So Renke and Flake are both just sophomores, as is Jake Williams. So you certainly have some reason to be optimistic for the future, no doubt. I mean, I know tonight certainly not the type of game you want to have end result-wise, but, you know, certainly seeing some good things, some of the youth. And that'll be given to Henry Gerritsen. He'll get outside, still on his feet. And he'll get down to about the 20. So pretty nice run there by Henry Gerritsen. Henry, the 5'8 freshman. Max Nelson checking back in. Max, another sophomore, the 5'10 sophomore. That's Maximus Nelson. So under a minute 30 to go in this one. Nelson under center. The handoff. Trying to get outside. That was Gerritsen again. Again, Gerritsen, just the freshman. Down to the 16 or so yard line here. Chase is on the case. Lions checking out here. Chase, one of 3 senior captains here for the Cardinals. We're under a minute to go in this one. Nelson here under center here for the Cardinals. That's Gerritsen again up the middle. He'll grind for maybe about 7 or 8 or so, we'll say. And Gerritsen picking up the first down. So ball spotted at about the 8-yard line here. Final 25 seconds showing on our scoreboard here on the Mendyke family scoreboard out here. And not going anywhere. A couple of Falcons on the big hit. That was led by Gilbert Sundermeyer. Couple of Falcons in on that. We'll see if they get one more play off here. Final play. Garrettson, and that will be a final out here. Abbotsford 43 over the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals 6. Again, as we mentioned, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. Again, a final out here, 43-6. We'll take a brief commercial pause. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. You've been watching and listening to high school football tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part by Hoff Favor Realty. Back here with our postgame momentarily on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we are back out here, Gerke Field here in Stevens Point. Once again, a final out here. Abbotsford 43-6 over Stevens Point Pacelli. We'll hopefully get a few words here with Coach Jake Knappmiller as well as a player of the game here. We'll get that here. We'll get a player. I'm thinking Christian Fuentes probably. Yeah. So we'll get head coach here, Jake Knappmiller. We'll interview coach here. Nice job tonight, Christian.
Thank you.
We'll interview Coach Jake first, if you wouldn't mind. All right. Braden's giving me the thumbs up. Well, Coach, first of all, congratulations. You guys come out of here. A convincing victory over Pacelli. You guys are same conference, another conference game. You guys moved to 4-0. Talk about tonight's game, Coach.
It was really kind of tough to prepare for this one a little bit because we didn't have like opponents. We haven't played Pacelli before, and kind of tough to tell on film sometimes what you're going to see. And we just told our kids to prepare for maybe something different than what we saw, and be ready and follow your rules and trust what we practiced all year. And I thought I was really pleased with the way we came out, and you can control your physicality and your mental ability, and I think we did that in the first quarter.
I think you really did, and I think you guys really set the tone with that. You have a lot of weapons. Certainly I know one of them, Christian here, but so many others, really. And you guys are a fairly young team as well. You guys moved to 4-0. I know you guys beat Iola Scan. That's a really good football team last Friday night. You guys are back home, I believe, next Friday with Rapids Assumption. Coach, talk about the next week or so as you guys prepare for your next game, another conference game.
Next week's our homecoming. And that's never the coach's favorite word to say is homecoming. You know, there's always extra distractions and events going on, and kids hopefully staying out of trouble and making good decisions. And so that's just another layer of things. But otherwise, it's another football game, and we're going to prepare the same way. We had some kids join us this week that hadn't been able to play so far this year, and our goal tonight was to kind of get them up to game speed. And we have another week next week that we can do that too.
Well, Coach, again, excellent performance of conference. You guys go to 2-0. Not an easy conference. There's no gimmies in this conference for sure. And I know, just looking, you guys are certainly one of those top-end teams in this conference. Anything else that we should know about Abbotsford?
Just really proud of our upperclassmen. They took leadership to another level this year. They actually met with us as coaches and asked us to push them harder than what we were doing. They wanted the bar set higher, and you don't get that very often. So I'm proud of them. Their work showing off, and it's trickling down to our young guys.
Well, Coach, well said, man. Great job tonight. We'll give you the old fist bump. Safe travels. Good luck next Friday against at your homecoming game.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. That is Coach Jake Knappmiller. Now we have our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Night, just a junior tonight, Christian Fuentes Rivera, I believe. Christian, and you had yourself a monster night. I know we talked about a little bit in the pregame. You had nearly 400 yards coming into this game. As we mentioned with Coach here, a lot of weapons you guys have, but in my opinion, you certainly just played a phenomenal game tonight. You pretty much ran at will. Talk about your role, Christian, with this squad.
I think my role is to keep the guys going. Obviously our linemen, they're really good, and my job is to keep them going and get them to eat.
Yeah, and you definitely did that. And I think, again, your offensive line, you certainly always good to see the credit. You guys just really came out here and put up a 43 spot. As we mentioned with Coach, no easy games in this conference. I know you guys will have Rapids Assumption homecoming. How do you prepare for this next week as a team and as a player?
Well, we just take every week like we're all 0-0. We just take it as if we haven't won a game, and that's what we're going to do for this next week.
Okay, well, Christian, anything else you want to say? Otherwise, we have a little drill called the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. I don't know if you've seen it or not. Maybe not. I'll prep you for it. What I'll do is I'll say 3, 2, 1. I'll have you say your name and look up there, and that you are in the house. So we will go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Christian Fuentes, and I'm in the house.
Christian Fuentes will give you the big nice job tonight, young man. Good luck next week. That is junior Christian Fuentes, our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player tonight. He ran wild, I would say. Certainly other guys on the team, we saw a lot of weapons on this squad. As Coach Nat Miller alluded to. You've got a lot of different players. You've got some of those upperclassmen that really came in here, as Coach said, trying to sort of set the stage for some of the younger guys. Certainly very encouraging. As we mentioned in our Zaleski Sports broadcast here, Auto Select pregame show, a lot of good teams. You know, you saw Abbotsford, you've got Iola Scandinavia, you've got Edgar, you've got Auburndale, you've got Pittsville, you've got Pacelli, you've got Roshold, you've got Rapids Assumption. I'll tell you what, this is a very, very solid conference. Certainly Abbotsford, one of those top-tier type teams in this conference in the Merriwood CWC small conference. Again, a final out here tonight, 43-6. Abbotsford with a 43-6 conference victory over Pacelli. As we mentioned, both teams in action next Friday. Be on the call again next Friday with Zaleski Sports. Braden Sutter doing an absolutely fabulous job here at Zaleski Sports. All of our game day sponsors here. You've been listening to and watching high school football tonight, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. Have yourselves a good rest of your Friday night, everyone.